Okay, UFC Perth just wrapped up, and it was obviously heartbreaking for someone like me who wanted Dominic Reyes to win. But overall, the card was really good. A lot of finishes, especially in the main card, and an unk performance of the year from Neil Magny. I mean, okay, I want to talk about this fight first, as it was funny. So Jake Matthews is pretty much like literally first round. Jake Matthews has a choke in. He's like winning that round. It's like pretty much over. He got it in tight, but like Neil Magny was like barely conscious, and what happened was that the ref thought that Neil Magny's arm went limp. It didn't really go limp. It was just Neil Magny just said he was just like, oh, he thought the round was gonna end soon, so he just let his arm down, and the ref just called the fight there. And then the ref was like, oh no, I didn't call it the fight. It was just the end of the round, since obviously Neil Magny was still awake. So he was like, "What? I'm awake. I'm awake," or whatever. He started like waving his hands in the air, and so I mean, it just kind of sucks for Jake Matthews, since the ref did call the fight, and he like, let the choke go for that extra second or two that it would have been, and kind of gave Neil Magny a chance to win later. I don't think Neil Magny was out. I think it was a bad call by the ref, but it still kind of sucks, since Matthews thought the fight was over. He like unlocked in. He was like celebrating a little bit, but Neil Magny, he stayed locked in, and he got it done in the third. And like for an unk like Neil Magny to still just like have it in him, because like Jake Matthews is on a pretty good win streak right now, so. That was a good unk performance. Literally the only fight on the main card to go to a non-Australian. Just that home court advantage, I guess. Probably all these other fighters got lost in the Badlands or whatever. Other than that fight, Jack Jenkins was super impressive. I thought he did really good. Just great striking, good kicks. It was amazing to see. Roman Tavares almost got it, in the third round, but whatever is good from Jack, I like that a lot. Tom Nolan also had a good performance. He also had pretty good kicks, but had a nice sub to end the fight. Oh, it was like weird. Like Charlie Campbell was like not defending any chokes. He was just kind of on all fours, just taking it. Pause. Other than that, we had Jimmy Crute beating this guy, Ivan Arslan, looked so scary. I was like, there's no way Jimmy Crute could win this. This guy looked so scary, but it was, I mean, he had good striking, but Jimmy Crute just kind of took him down to the ground and eventually, got the sub. And like the main fight that was there to be watched was, Carlos Ulberg, Dominic Reyes. And, even like before the fight happened, I could just tell that it wasn't going to be pretty, because Carlos Ulberg looked so stoic. He was just kind of like aura farming a little bit. He just looked so stoic, looked like he didn't care, looked like this was just, another Saturday night for him. But Dominic Reyes looked how he normally does. He looked kind of scared walking up to the octagon. And in the fight started, Reyes was looking real scared too. He didn't really push any pressure, got some leg kicks, and wasn't really doing too much for like the whole round. Ulberg, on the other hand, was kind of putting in pressure. He wasn't being too aggressive. He was just, waiting. And then eventually he connected. It was like, what, 1-2? Like just right down the middle, knocked out Reyes. Oh, it just like pained me, because it was just like, oh, in the back of my mind, I was just like thinking about that. And it happened, and it was just so sad. But anyways, so pretty much I think Ulberg's going to get the next shot. I mean, first round knockout, amazing knockout. Looked really good. Especially if, Ankalaev wins, since he'll get the title shot for sure, because we all know Pereira already beat Khalil Roundtree, and, Pereira already beat Prohaska twice. So it's not like they're really going to give one of those two guys a shot next if Pereira wins, which I hope Pereira wins. I don't think he will, but it's kind of more of like a personal want, because personal a lot for the sport. I don't really want his career to end on a low note. And what I really don't want is there to be a trilogy. I think that'd be kind of dumb. Someone with like Ulberg making his way up the rankings. And I don't know. Hopefully Ulberg will get it over Khalil or I guess I don't know. I would like to see Khalil or Yuri get it, but I think Olberg deserves it more just because nice knockout and everything. I mean, this is literally just like a couple minutes after the fight night was over, after card ended. Kind of unorganized. I just want to kind of think about what my raw thoughts would be, and overall, really good. I mean, I don't really watch the prelims. I'm on Stream East and whatnot, but main card is really good. A lot of finishes. I don't know. Oh, for like fight of the night, who would I give it to? Um, Tom and Charlie Campbell were banging until the sub, and then Jack Jenkins and Roman Tavares. I think they're gonna get it. They had a really what, bro? I think they're gonna get fight of the night. Super entertaining. Is this not looking kind of funny? Whatever. Anyways, so I mean they both had moments. Jack Jenkins was kind of in control for most of the fight, but Tavares got his way on top. Was kind of landing some blows, but overall just entertaining fight, good striking match. Jack Jenkins and Roman Tavares should get fight of the night, and performance should go to Olberg. I don't think anybody expected a first round knockout, even though on the betting odds he was like favored to get a finish. But Dominic Reyes pretty much landed no punches or anything, looking scared, backing away. I mean he normally fights kind of rangy, circling around, bouncing around, but he didn't bring it to Olberg. Olberg was just kind of waiting and just knocked him out, and that was that. I think Reyes' career is over. I don't really see him, making his way up. Maybe he could fight like Jimmy Crute next or something. And I don't know. Hopefully, the Reyes title run is still going. We're still going strong. Yeah, it's just not true. But I don't know. It's just kind of depressing. All the John Jones fans will, run with this. But whatever. It's just kind of gonna happen. Next week's gonna be crazy though. And I don't know. Overall, really good card. A little bit depressing, but amazing fights, good finishes, some unk mastery. Actually, just like brought his A game right there in the end. Oh, Neil Magny just like is able to work some magic. I don't know if it's like an experience thing where he just is able to figure out fighters by the third round. Because his last fight was like a third round performance or like a third round finish. Pretty sure. I might be wrong on that, but I don't know, man. The Neil Magny title run starts now. Am I right? So I don't know. He could get it done. Fighting some more, cans who are trying to get into the rankings. I don't know. That's pretty much it. This is kind of just like my raw reaction. I don't know. It's mainly next week's gonna be a big week for the UFC, and I don't know. It's a good card overall. I enjoyed it. See ya.